Hi, welcome to the COCo videocast on the Law and Disorder series that we've been organizing through some Canadian Heritage funding. What we'd like to do with you today is have some conversations about legal issues that community groups have talked with us a lot about. We've been very lucky in that we received some funding to be able to pull together all of our resources. So we're able to do these videocasts as well as we have documentation packages, info sheets that you can refer to that are on the website. So first thing, COCo, Centre for Community Organizations, working with English and other ethno-cultural community groups in Quebec, strengthening local community organizations and also working to strengthen the sector. My name is Frances Ravensbergen. I'm a COCo facilitator. I've been working with COCo for the last 9 years or so, working with a lot of community groups and seeing and hearing a lot from people about legal questions that they have. So hopefully this series will answer some of your questions. And with me, I've got Sam.
My name is Sam Singer. I have about 10 years of experience working in community organizations in Quebec. And my experiences in community organizations actually led me to go to law school. And I'm in my 4th year at law school, and I noticed over the years working with community orgs and through my experiences volunteering as a law student that there was a real need for more legal information for community organizations, as Frances identified. And I've been lucky to be involved with COCo for about 2 years, working on creating legal information resources, offering workshops, and finally coordinating this project funded by Canadian Heritage for the last year.
So that's who we are and a little bit about COCo, and you can find out more about us on the website. And you are probably someone who's actively involved in the community sector in Quebec and looking at those questions around legalities that you need some clarification around. What we've done in these video casts is we've divided them into 5 different topics that we'd like to look at with you. One of them is, and the first one we'll look at, is how to incorporate, since that's such a fundamental one. We'll go through how to apply for charitable status, since that's a different process than incorporation. We'd like to look at employee and employer rights and responsibilities, and we'll really just touch on some of the basics around that because that's such a big topic for so many groups. We'll look at board liability, issue of concern for a lot of groups, and looking at the whole question of the law of advocacy and how having charitable status has an impact or can have an impact on the amount of lobbying that you can do as a community organization. So those are the 5 topics that we'll be running through. We have information packages on the website for each of those. So as you download that little video cast, which will be about 15 minutes each, you want to get the little information package to go with it. 2 other things that you want to probably think about. One is we're doing these sessions around the legal issues. We need to remember that all of this work that COCo is doing is about law and disorder. So we need to know the law, but we need to know the law also so that we can challenge the law and not always feel that we just need to be falling into what we're being told what to do, but knowing what the law is so that we can begin to challenge it as a community sector where it doesn't make sense. The other thing you need to know is we're not lawyers. As Sam said, he's a student. I work on facilitation. So we see the staff at COCo as really being public legal educators. We give legal information, but it's not legal advice.
And the really exciting thing about this concept of public legal educators is that we're really taking the law into our own hands and we're saying, this is ours, we've created this as a society, we have the right to know about it, and by being better informed, we can engage in the important social change work that we're doing.
So, shall we jump into it? What you'll want to do is figure out which of the 5 video casts you want to look at and download the document that goes with it and settle back for 15 minutes of pretty detailed information, knowing that if you have any questions coming out of it, you can always get hold of us by email or by phone, and we'll follow up with you personally.